Hello and welcome to 50/50 Media. I'm your host Cynic. As you may have noticed from my first 3 videos, my original intent was to do individual episode reviews for the new Disney Star Wars series Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as some other shows. But the further I delved into this series, the more I realized that there isn't much of a show to review, and most of these new shows can just be lumped together into a series overview. This new Star Wars show again highlights Disney's trend of making low episode count shows, with short episodes stuffed full of filler that culminate into something resembling a 4 to 8 hour uncut movie. These shows are poorly written, they're poorly directed, and terribly edited. The plots are riddled with so many holes that you'll need repeated views just to catch them all. The editing just jump cuts from moment to moment. Sometimes it spouts some exposition trying to tie it all together, but all too often it ends up with the audience just being preached at. To make it worse, with properties like Star Wars, they often paint themselves into these little corners where they're forced to make things happen that shouldn't be happening, and they make characters act in ways that they shouldn't. All for the sake of subverting expectations and getting that shock value, despite the damage that these scenes and stories do to the overall franchise's continuity. Now, with that being said, the new video series I'll be doing for shows like this, I'm calling The Bait, The Bad, and The Woke. As the name infers, I'll highlight in the series what the bait is. You know, the hook of nostalgia, whether it be a cameo or an actor coming back into a main role, or perhaps a story era that the fans want to see. It could even just be the brand recognition of the name. Whatever it is that's trying to lure people back in. And then we'll also highlight what the bad is. And when I say bad, I mean like the plot holes, the bad story decisions, and the like. And then finally, we're going to go into what is woke about it. Woke is this phenomenon that's been infesting media for quite a few years now, where men can't be men, women are men, or something like that, but mainly it's this idea that instead of having entertainment that we can watch and use as an escape from the problems of the world, you know, the old classics that sucked you into a different world, and just for a short amount of time, you could forget about all your problems and let them just fade away as you immersed yourself in this world that you were watching. But now you just watch these products, and it's just the same stuff being recycled over and over and over. They're constantly looking down on the audience, on the fans, saying that if you don't agree with what they say, then they don't want you as a fan. And what these big corporations don't seem to understand is that these big name franchises are 100% worthless without the fans giving it the value by being willing to part with their hard-earned money. Star Wars is only worth something because of the legions of fans that have kept its spirit alive since 1977. And now Disney and others are determined to destroy these franchises simply because they want to use the brand name as a platform for them to push their message and ideologies into these stories. And that's just kind of a taste of what's to come. As far as this channel goes, I made it because I'm tired of the trash coming out of Hollywood, and I wanted to add my voice to the rest of YouTube's community who also push back against garbage like this. I'd like to personally thank channels like Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic who have encouraged me and many others to start channels of our own. And if you're listening to this and have been thinking about creating a YouTube channel, I would highly recommend that you do it. And if you've liked what you've heard today, I encourage you to subscribe, turn on the notifications so you can check out all our future videos. There's going to be a lot of content coming out. I'm going to be trying to do every show I can and just breaking it down and trying to give you all a little bit of my opinion on whether or not these movies or shows are worth watching. But thank you for watching, and if you've liked and subscribed, I appreciate that too. I'm Cynic, and this is 50/50 Media.